Hello, hello, friends. I was out of town all weekend, so Luna is extra cuddly now, of course. You can sit on my arm right here, and we'll do the one-handed Sudoku like we normally do. Is that not enough? Do you want to lay down, maybe? The camera can't see you when you lay down, though. We're on to rat run number 10. This is the last puzzle for phase 1. This is censored. It's codename Lime. Experiment 10, Lime, from the 7th of August, 1974. To conclude phase 1, we will be using Elliot's fog machine to test Finks's ability to navigate the maze with obscured vision. I remember now, the ending, oh, I should be looking at that. The ending of puzzle 9, before I start puzzle 10, I should look at those each time. The end of puzzle 9 said something about they were going to test, sensory something, taking away senses, right? Okay, hold on, I have to pull it up. All right, I found it, but spoiler warning, I'm about to show the ending of puzzle 9 on the screen, okay? But you should do them in order, so go back and do number 9 if you haven't yet. Okay, the ending of puzzle 9 says, my concerns about the ethics of this experiment were perhaps a little unwarranted. Finks remained as focused and determined as ever. If anything, she appeared to relish the challenge of determining which cages were safe to enter. I now feel much more at ease about how she'll cope with next week's sensory deprivation experiment. Yes! And so I was sitting here theorizing, like, what does that mean? I suppose we could have a fog puzzle. If you can't smell the puzzle, if you can't taste the puzzle, that's probably fine. But not being able to see anything, that's nerve-wracking. Okay, so we're testing Finks's ability to navigate the maze with obscured vision. 2 months ago, I would have thought this a ridiculous thing to even attempt. But after everything this rat has... Something, something, something. Ooh. Okay, 7th of August. When did we start? It's day month, right? So the 9th of 6 is June. Ooh, yeah, it has been. Oh my gosh. You want to get started, Luna? Nothing's making you happy right now. All right, Rat Run 10, censored by Marty Sears. Normal Sudoku rules apply. All right, so we have the numbers 1 through 9 today. We have a 9x9 puzzle. Are you leaving? So numbers 1 through 9, once each in every one of these 3x3 boxes, every one of these rows, every one of these columns. Very nice. The aim of the experiment. Finks the rat must reach the cupcake by finding a path through the maze. The path may not visit any cell more than once, cross itself, or pass through any thick maze walls. So we can see the start of some walls here, but underneath this fog, there's walls everywhere in between the cells, right? So we can't see the cupcake right now, nor can we see Finks, actually. But there's going to be a little image of Finks the rat and a little image of the cupcake, and we have to get Finks from the starting point to the cupcake. And so this is going to be a line drawing puzzle. We're going to draw a line somewhere through the puzzle here. Where is Finks? As well as moving orthogonally, Finks may move diagonally if there's a 2x2 space in which to do so, but may never pass diagonally through a round wall spot on the corner of a cell. So our revealed cells here, there's no way we can move diagonally because we would be passing over a round wall spot or would just be moving through a wall, which would not be possible. But there may be other situations where we could move diagonally. Fog. The maze has been filled with fog. When correct digits are entered, the nearby fog will clear. No guessing is required. So if I were to place a correct digit right here, that would reveal the fog in all of these cells, which is really neat. We also have black currants again. Digits separated by a black currant are in a 1-to-2 ratio. One is double the other. Not all possible black currants have been given. So every once in a while, we're going to have a little black circle, a black dot in between two cells. That means they have a 1-to-2 ratio. So 1 and 2, or 2 and 4, or 3 and 6, or 4 and 8 are going to be the options there. I was trying to think of like a funny big number example like I've been doing recently, but I couldn't come up with one quickly. 54 and 108. We also have motion sensors today. The digit on a pink motion sensor indicates how many of the up to 9 cells immediately surrounding the sensor are visited by Finks. Wow. For example, any cells neighboring the sensor cell, diagonally or orthogonally, as well as the sensor cell itself, are counted. if they lie on the path. Okay, so I have some sensor cells here. Oh my gosh. So the number on this sensor is going to be the number of these cells, including itself, right? So the number right in the middle of this box is how many cells in this box 7 are visited by the line, visited by Finks. Wow. Okay, so we have 4 motion sensors to start with here. Let's keep reading. Cages. Digits don't repeat in a cage. Every cage has an electricity symbol, which indicates its shock value. Any cage with a shock value of 5 or higher should not be entered by Finks. Cages with a shock value lower than 5 are safe to enter. Okay, so we had these shock cages in the last puzzle. They were introduced. So let's say, for example's sake, I have a cage that goes like this, right? And then we have a little lightning bolt right here. If this was a 3, then any of the cells in this cage would be safe to enter because the electricity is turned off. It's a safe cage to enter. But if this lightning bolt was a 5 or a 7 or an 8 or something larger, we would not be able to enter any of these cells at all because the electricity is turned on and Finks would get shocked. That would not be good. Ooh. And digits don't repeat in cages also. Okay? Our test constraint today. In this experiment, the first cage that Finks enters could have any total. I was wondering why it didn't mention totals here for the cages. Okay. In this experiment, the first cage that Finks enters could have any total. After that, each subsequent cage she enters must have a total exactly 1 greater than the previous cage she entered. Cages not entered by Finks can have any total. Oh. So if we go through this cage, and then later we go through a cage over here, if this total is 27, this would be 28. And that's how we'd figure out the totals there. But if the cage is never entered by Finks, it can be whatever it wants. And we're going in order. So we have to be careful. Sometimes I like to jump to the cupcake and work backwards, but the increasing cage totals start from Finks and go that way, increasing. All right. Luna looked at me when I said, all right. Are you ready to get started? We got to focus today, Luna. We got to focus. As always, there's a link to this puzzle in the description, as well as a link to a playlist with all the other Rat Run puzzles I've solved. I highly recommend them. Probably want to do them in order. And there's also a link to a Google form if you'd like to submit a puzzle. So, all the information we have right now is we have 4 motion sensors, and we don't know where Finks is. Finks is hidden in the fog somewhere. She probably doesn't know where she is either. Wow. Okay, motion sensors. Let me reread this. This is how many cells, including itself, are on the line, on Finks's path, right? As well as the sensor itself are counted if they lie on the path. So this is the only information I have. It looks like there is a wall here and a wall here, so I can't go outside the grid. Duh, Kathy. But there's also a wall here, and I can see it's rounded, so there is an opening right here. And this is also rounded, so there's openings here and here where I would be able to go. I think I'd rather think about what's possible for this. This could only be a 4 maximum. There's no way I visit 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9 surrounding cells, right? This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 technically could go up to 6. I don't think actually I would want to use a 1. Let's go back to this corner actually. I think this has to be a 3 or a 4. With line drawing puzzles, every cell I visit has to have an entrance and an exit, except for the ending and the beginning cells where Finks and the cupcake are. But I need a way into this cell and I need a way out of this cell because I can't use the same cell more than once. If I visit this cell, that's another thing to think about. If I visit this cell, I think motion sensors. Ooh, if I visit this cell, there's no way this can be a 0. I am visiting some cells here because this can't be 0. If I visit this cell, it would have to be a 3. A 4 is possible because otherwise, where do I go from here? It might have to be a 4 if I visit this cell. What if I don't visit this cell? how would I get to any of these cells and not go through here? This is blocked off. The only way into and out of this section is here. Okay, let's think about that this way. There's that. Let's think about this that way. I have not been talking on camera in a whole weekend. The only way into and out of this area is by going through here. And I think I have to do that because if I don't visit any of these cells, this would be a 0 and that'd be pretty bad. So I think I need to go this way. And that means this has to be a 4. Wait, nothing was revealed because these are already revealed cells. Shoot. Okay, yep, that's how this fog works. Yep. Okay, well, continuing on. Okay, we did say also that this is 6. Linda looked at me very concerned a second ago. This has to be a 6 now because we know the cells are going this way. I also could kind of continue this actually. They can't go run into each other. I don't want to loop. So this is going to have to keep going this way. I don't know about this one yet, but just interesting. This is going to have to be a 6 now because we visited all 6 of these cells. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, now what do we know? This already is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need it to be bigger because I can't have another 6 in the same region. So this is going to be a 6, 7, 8, 9. Meaning I need to go somewhere here. Sorry, a 7, 8, 9. Not a 6, 7, 8, 9. I also have the start of a cage here where digits can't repeat. I also hope that this cage is off because we've visited it now, right? So this cage, and this is also, I don't know if it's the first cage we're visiting because I don't know where Finks is yet. It is a cage we're visiting. Shoot. Okay, what else can I do here? What is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. But it can't be. Okay, it's a 4 right now. It could be up to a 6 maximum, but I don't want it to be a 6 either. This is going to have to be a 5, and we're going to have to visit only one of these 2 cells. I have a feeling it'll be this one, because if it was this one, I would have to visit this cell also, and that doesn't work. So let's make this a 5. And I also know that the line is going to have to go like this. Probably connected right here, actually, because this can't go anywhere else. Okay. I know that this cage is off. That's great. What is this now? This is an 8, and there's no way it will be a 9 because I don't want to visit this cell. So let's make this an 8. Okay. This needs to be a number lower than... It's 5 or bigger is unsafe to enter, right? Any cage with a shock value of 5 or higher. So this needs to be a 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't be a 4, so let's make it a 1, 2, 3. This is also on a 2-to-1 ratio. Look at that. If this is a 1, this would be a 2. If this is a 2, this could be a 1 or a 4. If this is a 3, this would be a 6. Okay. Digits don't repeat in this cage. This is, right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no way it will be 9. It can't be 6 or 8. This will have to be a 7, and we're going to have to make that work. Ooh, we're revealing more walls here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need one more cell to be visited in here. It won't be this one. And it's not going to be this one either now. This would be a dead end. So let's go this way and get out. Which means we are visiting this cage. So this needs to be a 1, 2, 3, 4. It sees a 4, so let's make it a 1, 2, 3. What else do I know? Huh. This... Okay, I need to put a 9 in here somewhere. This box needs a 9. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, here's something fun. I don't know what order these are in, but I know they need to have a difference of 1. We're in this cage, and then we go to this cage, or we're in this cage, and we go to this cage. I don't know the order, because I don't know the direction I'm going in, but they do need to have a difference of 1. Okay, nice. So, these are both 1, 2, 3. They could be the same number. I don't know. But this is also a 1, 2, 3. 9. I don't want either of these to be a 9 because that would make... If this is a 9, this has to be 1, 2, 3. And there's no way 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 equals a 9 plus a 1, 2, 3, right? So same thing works for both of these. This is going to have to be the 9. Very cool. Nice. Okay. Now we have a motion sensor and another possibly electrified cage. Hopefully not electrified. What I think these are just called cages. Okay. So this needs to be a 1, 2, 3, 4 because we are entering this cage. And this also needs to be one number different than the sum of this cage. In the opposite direction of this. So if this is smaller, if this is like 5 and this is 6, this would need to be 7. Or if this is 7 and this is 6, this would need to be 5 or something like that. What's a good way to think about that? I don't know. Next, this could go up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It already is a 3. So this is going to be a 3, 4, 5, 6. It sees a 4 and a 6. So it needs to be a 3 or a 5. Which makes sense because I can't visit both of these cells, it looks like. Well, maybe I could. I don't know what happens here. But this needs to be a 3 or a 5. It already is a 3. So it actually needs to be bigger than that because I need to go somewhere. Wherever I go is going to make it at least 4. So let's make this a 5. Nice. I don't know which way I'm going yet, but I might be able to do something with these sums. 1, 2, 3. I need to visit 2 more cells in here. I need to go up, it looks like. 1, 2, 3. I need to visit 2 more cells. If I visit this one, there's no way I could get one of these without the other. So I would end up with a 6 here, and I don't want to do that. So I don't want to go this way. I want to go up. But then I still do need one more cell, and I can't visit either of these without visiting this one. So let's go at a right angle this way. Now this could be all the way up to a 9. It won't be. I know I'm not using this cell, so it's actually only up to an 8. But it right now is a 3. It will be at least a 4 because I need to go somewhere. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It sees an 8 and a 5. So 4, 6, 7 is actually what we're working with here. Let's maybe look at these. This total is a 6, 7, 8, or 9. The biggest that this can be is 5. Oh, there you go, because this would be a 2, 3. If this is a 2, 3, and I need this to be maximum, and I need this to be a difference of only 1, this needs to go 5, 1, and this needs to go 2, 3. Nice. Meaning a 1 goes down here. This is 6, this is 5, this needs to be 4, so this needs to be a 3. What else does that tell me? This is a 2, 3. If this is a 2, this is a 1 or a 4. Both are still fine. If this is a 3, this is a 6. Okay. I don't know if I'm visiting this cage yet. Well, I have to, actually. Yeah, I need to go somewhere. So we're going in here, meaning this needs to be a 1, 2, 3, 4. It sees a 1. 2, 3, 4 is what we're working with here. It's also going to be a value of 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 in 3 cells where digits can't repeat is going to be a 1, 2, 4. 1 can't go here, so this is going to be a 1. In the fog, placing that. There's Sphinx! Oh my gosh, nice. We found her. This is going to be a 2, 4, meaning this can't be a 2, so this is a 3, so this is a 6. This is a 2. Oh my gosh. Okay, lots of good things happening. This is still 2, 4, but it means that this can't be a 4 because the box already has a 4 in it. So 6 or 7 in here. I think I'll look at that in a moment. This needs to be a 2. And we do need a line on Sphinx. So we are entering this cage. This cell is also fine. We could just go like this. We might need to go somewhere else first. I'm not sure. Let's keep looking around. What else do we have? Maybe I do want to look at this. 6 or 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need at least 2 more. And it's not going to be this one. I could go here if I go like this. I could also have some options up here. Maybe I'll come back to that one, actually. Is there Sudoku I can do? I haven't looked at that in a minute. This sees a 1, 2, 3. Wow. And a 6, 7, 8. This can only be a 4, 5, 9. That digit doesn't get me any things, but that's interesting at least. Hi, Luna. Sorry. Ooh, big stretch. Let's look here. This is a motion sensor. And this is also crop key that I can't use a 1 or a 2 on. 3, 6 is possible. Or 4, 8. 8 is a lot of digits. 8 would be this whole circle, this whole box, basically. Almost everything. I'm gonna come back to that still. Okay. What else do I know? Ooh, this can't be a 1, 2, or 3. It could still be a 4 right now, so it is still possible to enter this cage. The next cage after this. Oh, wait. The first cage that Finks enters could have any total. After that, each subsequent cage she enters must have a total exactly 1 greater. Okay, if we were to go into this cage right now, we would not be going the right direction with the line, right? Because this is a total of 7, and then we go in here. So the direction that this path is going is this way. So we don't want to go to Finks right now because Finks is the start. So going like this would be an option if this is a 3. And then we have 4, 5, 6, 7. That would work. But we don't want Finks to go this way. If Finks went up. What was that? Did you hear that? Lost my train of thought. It was like the TV made a sound, which caught me off guard. If this is, we already have a 4. So the starting cage needs to be a 1, 2, or 3. There's no way that this can be a 1, 2, or 3 because it's 2 cells, which means it's 3 at the lowest, but at this C is a 1 and a 2. So we're not going up. Finks needs to start by going this way. That's nice. So then we have to go this way. This can't be a 1 or a 2, so this needs to be a 3, making it a safe cage to enter. And we need to get to this cage next without going through any other cages. I believe I'm just going to draw a straight line through here. This is walled off, so the only way in here is by going like this, and then we just want to connect the lines right here. Okay, beautiful. So the order of the cages, 3, 4, 5, 6, this is 7. The next cage we enter will have to be 8. While still keeping, the total of the cage is 8, but since we're going in there, the lightning bolt needs to be lower, a 4 or lower. Okay. This also means 1, 2, 3, 4 now. This can't be a 3. This can't be a 6 or a 3. So this is 4, 8. This is 4, 8. Is there a way we could visit 8 of these cells? 8 would mean we're either doing one of these or both of these. I don't see a way to do both. And I don't see a way to do one of them either. So let's make this a 4 and let's make this an 8 because of how these two cells work. So I am not in this box at all anymore. Okay, good to know. This line needs to go somewhere. I can't go down because it's a dead end, and I can't go right because we're not entering this box. We need to go up. And then if we were to go up into this cage, this would have to have a total of 8. Oh, actually, this is a 4, so we can make this a 2 and this a 4. 4, 5, 9 still fine right now. This could still be a 6 or 7. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't leave yet. I do need to visit one more cell. Well, it looks like I could leave and then like come back like this or something. I'm not against it, but 6 or 7 is still fine. Okay. What else do we know? There's probably some cells in here that see a lot of things. If I were to enter this box next, this would be a total of 8. But this would also have to be less 4 or lower, but it sees a 1, 2, 3, so this would have to be a 4, meaning this is also a 4, so that doesn't work. So I don't want to visit that cage next. We're going to go this way. What does that tell me? This is at least a 6 now. It's a 6 or a 7. I could keep going this way or I could leave. Okay. This also just means that this could have whatever total. but I don't know about that yet. Oh, what do I know here? This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already. There's no way it can be a 9 because I'm not visiting this cell, and it also can't be a 6, 7, 8. So this is going to be a 5. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not visiting these cells. I'm not going to these cells. That's totally fine. This needs to be a number that fits on a crop key and also a motion sensor. It's already at least a 3. It's not going to be here or here. So I won't be visiting this cell either. It could go up to 6. I don't know what's over here, but this could be a 3, 4, 5, 6. It sees a 3 and a 6 and a 5, so it's a 4. Meaning I do need to visit one of these cells. It won't be this one, but one of these cells needs to be visited, okay? On a crop key, this would be a 2 or an 8. It sees an 8, so let's make this a 2. This motion sensor, it already sees 3, so this is at least a 3. I won't be visiting these cells, but it could go up to 6. So 3, 4, 5, 6. It sees a 3 and a 4. 5 or 6 is where we're at with that now. This is the same region, so if this is a 4, this is a 9. Okay. A 1 needs to go in this box somewhere. It's going to go right here. This is going to be a 7, 8. Luna, I'm so sorry. My arm is kind of falling asleep. Do you understand what that means? Does that happen to cats? 5, 6, 7, 9 needs to go here. 5 can't go down here, so 5 is one of these. 6 can't go here, so 6 is one of these. 7 and 9, I really have options. Okay. This is also a crop key. This can't be a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 8. Wow, look at that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. This needs to be a 6, and this needs to be a 3. Meaning this will be a 5. But for the motion sensor, I know what's happening here now. I can only visit 2 of these cells. But I do need to visit 2 of these cells. So this needs to be a 1, 2, 3, 4. It sees 1, 2, 4, so this is a 3 also. Let's see. This. Let's see if I'm visiting this cage. This already is 2. I kind of don't know much about what's happening up here. Let's come back to that maybe. This needs to go somewhere still, and I'm not confident about where. I haven't figured out a 6, 7 for this yet. What else do I know? I know that the next cage I visit is going to be a total of 8, and it's not this one. But I don't think I can say what this is yet. Is it possible that this is a 4? 4 needs to be one of these cells for sure. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 7 or a 9, actually. It can't be a 9, so this is a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. This looks like a 9. Oh yeah, I did get these, didn't I? So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. There's a chance we could go in this cage. This is already a 2. Okay, shoot. What can I do? This cage is safe to enter. This total could be whatever if we're not going in there. This only sees a 3. Oh, I also know that I need to enter this cage, right? Did that happen? This is a 4. I need to only visit one of these cells. Let's think about that. Only one of these cells I can go into. It won't be this one because I would need to enter all 3 of these. It won't be this one because I would need to enter this one also. So this is the cell I'm going to. But I can't go through here. And I also can't go through here. So the line is going to go like this. Meaning this cage needs to be safe to enter. And also a total not too far away from 7. I'm going to get down here eventually. What can I do with that? It also means that I need to go this way. Oh, big stretch. I'm so sorry, Luna. Meaning I'm not going in here. Okay, I'm not going to this cell, but I do need to visit 2 cells in here, meaning I'm also going like this. Okay. Oh, we're getting somewhere. Because of this 5, I only have 3. I can't go into these cells. We already know that. So I need to visit 2 cells in here, but because of this 4, it won't be this one. It needs to be these 2 cells, and then these need to go somewhere, so I'm going up here and here. Meaning this needs to be a safe cage to enter. So this needs to be a 1, 2, 3, 4. It sees a 3. Perfect. I also know, I don't know the direction the line is going here, but these need to be a difference of 1 because they're right next to each other on the line. Okay. Gosh, I don't know. I could also look at it like I have a 3 here and a 3 here, so the difference between these 2 cells and these 2 cells needs to be a difference of 1. This is already at least a 2. What are my options for this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, there's no way this will be a 9 because I'm not going to this cell. A 6? If this was a 2, it would mean I'm not going in any of these cells. That might happen. A 6 would mean I need to enter 4 more of these cells. Can't be this one. I'm not against it. I am not seeing a reason why not yet. Okay, so this is either a 2 or a 6. This is the end or the start of the line, so I don't need to go anywhere here, but this line might... I could go up here and just completely avoid this, maybe. I'm not sure. We'll leave that. But what about this? Let's look here and get totals. My box border. This is a new box. Options here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, interesting. But this isn't on a motion sensor, so I don't know what to do with that. And this could be a 1, it sees a 2, it sees a 3, it could be a 4, could be a 5, sees a 6, could be a 7, sees an 8, could be a 9. I don't know what to do with that. Okay, maybe I should look at something else. This cage is completely revealed and interesting. I do need to connect this and this and this. I feel like this was like a good place to look next, but I'm not seeing what to do here. Because I don't know if this is a 6 or a 7. What if I keep going here and then I leave? And this is a 7. It could be. What are my options for this cell? Is there any way I could visit here later? This can't be 8. It would have to be 9. Or 10 or something. If there's another cage up here, that's an 8, and then we go in here to leave. What can this be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, this is at least 9. It could go 5, 4, be safe to enter and be a 9. But it can't be an 8. Huh. This cage, maybe. I don't know how big it is. I'm missing something. Is there any way we can go in this cage? It could still be a 1. This needs to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, where do I go from here? Let's think about that. Where do I go from here? If I don't go up, I have to go left. This 5 means I can't go down, so I'd have to go left again. Let's do orange for a temporary line. If I were to go this way, I would have to keep going. This would have to be a 4. And so these 2 cages would have to have a difference of 1. What, like 4, 5? This would be a 1 or a 2. If this is a 4 and this is a 1 or a 2, 4 or 5. So like 6, 7, 12 or 13 are my totals here ish. I estimated, I guessed a bit at the end there. If this is a 4, I could go 4, 9, 4, 6, 4, 8, 4, 9. I think that's possible. But what if I go up here? This would have to be a 1. I think I need more options in these cells here. I'm not seeing options very well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One of these has to be a 9. Okay. This is going to be a 4, 5, 8. Okay. 5, 6, 8, 9. These are also 5, 6, 8, 9. This can't be a 6 or an 8 or a 5, so this is a 9. Okay, we revealed some things because of Sudoku. 1, 2, I need a 3 in here. 3 is gonna have to go here somewhere. Just told me that going up is an option here, which I kind of already knew because I could see that circle. It means that this won't be a 9. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This cell cannot be a 3 or a 6, but 7 and 8 look fine. This cannot be a 6, but or an 8, but 3 and 7 look fine. This can't be an 8 or a 6, but 3 and 7 look fine. Okay, well 6, 8 means the 6, 8 needs to go down here. This is the only place 8 can go. And this is a 3, 7, so this has to be a 6. Okay, we're on to something now. This is a 6, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 already. We gotta get out. We gotta go. We're going up. And then I need to go somewhere, so I need to go left, which means we are entering this cage next. So this needs to be a total of 8. I don't know how many cells this is. This could be a 7 and this could be a 1. This could be a 3. This could not be a 5, but I could keep going. I don't know that I'm not. Oh, lightning bolt. If this is 2 cells, are you leaving, Luna? You don't want to hang out anymore? It's getting good. We're figuring out what to do. Your claws are stuck. If this is 2 cells and this is 7 and 1, that's okay because the lightning bolt would be 1 and it'd be safe to enter. But if this is 2 cells and this goes 3, 5, well, that's not okay because of Sudoku, but also because the lightning bolt would be the 5 and we want to be able to enter the cell. So, real quick, I just noticed this also can't be that. 2, 6, 8, I don't think that changed. So what if this is 3 cells? And I go this way. Well, 3... What, and then I just need two numbers that sub to 5. It'd be 3, 1, 4. I can't use a 4 at all. So 3 cells won't work. 1, 4, 3 won't work. This has to go 7, 1 because I can't do 3, 5. Perfect. So this sums to 8. So now my next cage that I enter will sum to 9. And I also need to go up to get out of here. So now this is at least 3. Actually, let's look at my options for the column here. 1, 2, it's not going to be a 2 because it has to be at least a 2 already. And then 3, right? Oh, that's not much. Really? I have a 2, 3 for the column. Uh-oh. Well, this already is a 3, so this has to be a 3. And then where do I go? Oh, did I make a mistake? No stuff revealed when I put 7 and 1 here. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How does this work? Is this the cupcake? I need to go somewhere, and I already have 3 here. Anywhere I go is going to make it a 4 or bigger. Did I draw the line incorrectly? No, there's no way. Because we entered this cage. Diagonal, Kathy, diagonal. It happened again. Every one of these puzzles, oh no, I got stuck. Diagonally. Diagonally would be great. Unfortunately, means that this part is incorrect. So I think Finks needs to backtrack a little bit and be like, wait, no. I need a different route. I need to move diagonally at this part. Because if I go here and then I move diagonally, that's still a fourth cell. I need to use less cells here. And it looks like that's going to be the only option. That would get me 1, 2, 3, which is the maximum I can have. Those darn diagonals! This is a 2. This is now a 1, 2, 3 at least. So I need to be bigger, so I need to go to this cell, because I'm not going to visit these cells. Or this cell, I guess. So let's go this way. Let's make this a 4. And then this can't go to the right, so it needs to go down. I can't go down or left or up, so I need to go right. Whoops. Which means I am visiting this cage next, and this needs to be a sum of 9. It needs to be safe to enter, so this has to be a 4, so this has to be a 5. Okay, these cannot be 4. I have a 5, 8 here. This cannot be a 2. 2, 6, 9, 1, and 7, 5, and 8. That's all fine. This is a 1, so this can't be a 1. It's a 2 or a 4. It also can't be a 4, so it's a 2. Meaning this is a 6, so these are not 6. This is going to be 9 because of Sudoku, so this is a 2. This can't be a 2. 1, 4, 5. This is also 1, 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay, I am right here. This also needs to be a 6. Right now it's a 1, 2, 3. And I'm not going to visit these cells. So I need to get 3 more cells in here, meaning I just have to go this way. So this has to be safe to enter. So this is a 1. This one is not safe to enter because this is a 7, 9. So I don't want to go up here or down here, depending on which direction I'm going. I also think I just need to connect this right here. This needs to keep going. And then I might connect here. I actually will connect here because I can't go through here. So let's go up. Or down, rather. Yeah, I do know the direction now. So this is down. This is 9. This needs to be a total of 10. This is 2 and 1, which is 3. So this needs to be a 7. Meaning this is going to be a 7 because of Sudoku. What are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 6, 8, 9. This needs to be a 9, and this needs to be a 6, 8. I don't know which one's which yet. Very cool. It means an 8's going to go down here. After this, 2 and 7 is 10. This is hopefully 11. 2 plus 3 plus 6 is 11. So this will have to be 12. This is a 3, so these two need to sum to 9. This is 11, so this needs to be 12. This is 3, so these two need to be 9. Yes. The only way to do that is with a 1 and an 8. What else does that mean? I'm going this way, and then I need to pick whether I'm going up or down, but I also need to visit this area here. We still haven't found the cupcake. We're still traveling around, smelling everything. Let's look at Sudoku digits, maybe. This cage also needs to be safe to enter at some point. Okay. And I don't know where the lightning bolt is. It could be here, or it could keep going over here. I'm really not sure. Sudoku, this column still needs a 1, 2, 3, a 4, 5, 6, 9. 4, 5, 6, 9. This can't be a 4 or a 9, but a 5 or a 6 still looks okay. This is at least a 1 already. If I go up, ooh, what are my options here? Let's look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, there's no way in this part of the grid I could have anything bigger than a 6. And it also can't be 6 because I'm not visiting this cell. So this needs to be a 1, 3, 5. 5 would mean I'm visiting all of these cells, which could happen, it looks like. 1 would mean I'm not visiting any of these cells, except for this one. 3 would mean maybe I just go like this. I don't know. I also can't have 8s over here, so this is a 1, 3, 5, 6. This is the only place 1 and 3 can go. I totally overlooked that. This is a 1, 3. This is going to be my 5, 6, 8. So 1 or 3 means I only visit this cell, or maybe I go like this. But I'm not visiting these cells at all. Okay. It looks like this is still an option. I need a 4 right here for the column. Nice, nice. Okay. I don't know when I visit this. This ends up being a 5 and a 6 and a 9, it looks like. This is a 9, so this can't be a 9, so this is a 9. This is pretty big. This is already 13. This was 12? Yes, this is 12. This is already 13. No matter what this is, it's going to be bigger than that, so I need to visit another cage before this one. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is also a 1, 3, meaning this is safe to enter, which is good. Oh, this is a 6, so this is a 5. So this is a 6. What is this? I don't think digits on the line help me narrow anything down, though. It would help reveal stuff, but I don't know anything about these columns. I need to figure out if I'm going up or down here. I don't know where the cupcake is. If the cupcake is here, it'd be fine to go down and go like this. If the cupcake is somewhere else, I might need to end up going up here. Well, if I go up here and I go down like this. I'm placing my bets that the cupcake's right here. I think that's my vote. What else do I know? Oh, this is a 6, so this is an 8, so this is a 5. This doesn't really help me, but it might help narrow down numbers. 1, 2, 3. One of these needs to be a 4. What do I know? I know I need to visit another cage first before coming here. And that cage is completely hidden because I can't see it. And it needs to have a value of 13. Or there could be a couple cages I visit. If this is a 3, can I get all the way up to 16? Is there a way? What are if this is a 3, what are the values I'm missing here? This would go up to 16. This is only 12. I would need to visit. Really, it jumps up that quickly? Hold on. 12. 4 and 9 plus 3 is already 16. So I need to visit 14, 15, 16. Which is 45, which could be this whole column. Oh my gosh, that's still an option. Well, what if this is 4, 1, and it's only 14, and I need to get 13 first. I could have a 13 in here somewhere. Either way, I know that this line goes this way, and I know that this line goes this way. There's no other way they can go. So the cupcake has to be right here, because this line, they need to go somewhere. So here's our cupcake. What do I know? What can I do with this? The cupcake could be in a cage. I'm still not against having 14, 15, and 16 here. Let's look. I would need to have 3 small numbers on the lightning bolt. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess what I was going for is it possible to have like 3 separate sets of low numbers here? But yeah, that's totally fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What am I missing? It's got to be something with the motion sensors. If this is a 1, I just connect the line here. And maybe we have a cage of... Okay, well also, if this is a 1, then this is a 3, meaning I need to visit a lot of cages here. And I would be going this way, so that's fine. And they could each have low values. It's possible. If this is a 1, I go down like this. This is a 3. I think if this is a 1 and I can't enter these cells up here, and I'm stuck going down this way where this is a 3, there's no way I can get enough cages in here. There you go. So if this needs to be a 3, and I do need to go up this way. Okay. If this specifically is a 1, it means I can't go this way. I'm stuck going down, but there's not enough room for that many cages to get all the numbers between 12 and, 16 here. So this needs to be a 3. I need to visit this side, meaning I do need to go up this way. Whoops, and I can see the walls here. I'll need to keep going down this way. I'm not totally sure I connect right away or maybe go out here. We'll see. If this is a 3 and a 1, this becomes a 1 and a 3. There's our cupcake. And I need to get a cage in here that I can't see that needs to have a value of, this is 12, and this is 1 plus 4 is 5 plus 9 is 14. So I need to have one cage that sums to 13 in here. And I can't see the lightning bolt, so one of these numbers needs to be 4 or lower. It's going to be one of these. So this could be a 4 and a 9 and be 13, and that would be fine. Or if this is a 2, how do I get 13? 2 and 7 and 4. Either way, this is a 4, right? Either I go 2, 7, 4 or 9 and 4. Ooh, if this is our lightning bolt and it's a 2, and then I include a 7, I would need another 4. If I go 2, 9, I don't have any options up here. So either way, that's a 4. That's neat. This becomes a 5, this becomes a 4, this becomes a 5. I see the cage now, this has to be a 9. This is an 8. This is a 7, this is a 9. Ooh, that'll be interesting. This is an 8, this is a 7. This already can't be a 2 because no matter how I connect the line, I've already visited 3 cells. So let's make this a 6, this a 2. But now I need to cram in 6 visited cells. Oh, wait, I'm not done, I'm not done. Don't look at that, don't look at that, I'm not done. I need to cram in 6 visited cells in here. Oh, I forgot about this one also. 1, 2, 3, 4 already. So I do need to visit all of these. Okay, now we're done. Experiment completed successfully. Cells visited 55, black currency in 1. Inactive cages entered 12. Active cages entered 0. Phase 1 of the rat run study is now complete. Over these first 10 experiments, Finks has continued to surprise us at every turn with what she is capable of. Results will be analyzed and further calibration of the equipment will take place before Phase 2 commences in the autumn. Oh my gosh! Before Phase 2 commences in the autumn. They're going to recalibrate some machines. They're going to change things up here. Very cool. I got tripped up at this part. I could tell that this was where I needed to look next because this is like where the puzzle guided me. But looking at my Sudoku options, I think I don't remember or not if I ended up using what I kind of found over here for these cells, but looking at my options here and considering that if this was going to be a 2-cell cage, this would have to be something 4 or lower. And that a 3-cell cage was not possible because I already used my 4. That's what I needed. That's what I needed. These motion sensors were neat. And thinking about, especially these ones, they really just narrowed down everything in these boxes and that I couldn't visit any of these 6 cells at all. That was really helpful also. And how we didn't even know where Finks was at the beginning. Finks was totally lost in the fog. Very nice puzzle as always, Marty. I'm excited to get to phase 2. Let me know how y'all did in the comments.